What's up, weirdos, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer. And today, well, I have a bit of a strange flick lined up. It is Howard R. Cohen's 1981, well, I guess forgotten classic, because it really has been forgotten. Or maybe discarded, who knows. But guys, it is Saturday the 14th. A weird and wacky film that you have to see to believe. So let's not waste any more time and jump into the strangeness. Here is Saturday the 14th. Saturday the 14th is a ridiculously cheesy and entirely warped horror comedy hybrid, featuring an overwhelmingly strange atmosphere and completely whacked out presentation. Tremendously off the rails and culling together a cohesive and sensible plot, this demented production defies explanation, as it throws its audience headlong into a cinematic world filled with moronic characters, ghastly monsters, and everything in between. Definitively insane, Saturday the 14th is a mind-boggling motion picture, which genuinely marches to its own beat and frequently gets lost in it. The film follows a family of four who have just moved into a dilapidated mansion that they have inherited from an eccentric relative. After the youngest family member, Billy, finds an old book and begins reading from it, strange and unusual things begin to happen, forcing the family to fight for their lives as they are attacked by creepy creatures and unnameable monstrosities. With the aid of an old recluse named Van Helsing, can they return these living nightmares back to the book, or will a pair of unusual vampires swoop in and lead these creatures to take over the world? Comprised of a diverse and expressive cast, Saturday the 14th doesn't actually have a main character to speak of, but rather an assortment of unusual players to help fill in this chaotic cinemascape of unbelievable wonders. The strangest of the bunch are the central family members, comprised of Richard Benjamin as John, the dutiful husband who doesn't have a clue, Paula Prentice as Mary, the haunted wife of a monster-filled household, Kevin Brando as Billy, the mischievous young man who opens Pandora's box by reading from the ancient book, and Carrie Michelson as Debbie, the innocent young teen constantly attacked by fiendish ghouls. Of course, outside of the main family is a consistently unusual group of actors who help bring on the weird in their own individual ways. The unquestionably wacky bunch are Severin Darden as Van Helsing, a grizzled old man who pledges his life to destroying evil, Jeffrey Tambor as Waldemar, a blood-sucking vampire who wants to obtain the ancient book for himself, and Nancy Lee Andrews as Yolanda, a sexy vampiress who also wants in on the ghoulish fun. Without question, one of the main pulls of the film is the outlandishness of the cast, and with Saturday the 14th, it's like an insane asylum let loose all its inhabitants to run wild in the most outrageous of ways. Speaking of outrageous, the entire film is complete obscure pandemonium. From silly-looking monsters to downright weird actions of the confusing cast of characters, the production is awash in goofy nightmares and unfathomable moments that truly set you for a loop. Completely immersed in its own ludicrousness, this is one horror comedy that goes above and beyond the sense of good taste in order to produce a surreal experience that is unlike any other. Whether it's the madcap moments or the low-key slapstick occurrences, Saturday the 14th is an uncompromising example of weird family-friendly cinema, pushed to its very limits. You'll either love it or hate it, but in the end, you have to respect how outlandish it truly is. To summarize this train wreck of a film, Saturday the 14th is odd Z-grade strangeness with a deranged twist. And there you have it, my fellow freaks. The very strange and highly unusual Saturday the 14th. Just a confusing film to say the least. Nothing like it really out there. obscure as hell. That's all I gotta say, and I'm sticking to it. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you with the next movie review. Take care.